There are so many myths and misconceptions around ceramic coatings, but what should you believe? What stuff is true and what stuff is outright false? My name is Reed, and let's talk GYEON. So one of the big ones, and it is not true, is that ceramic coatings will protect your car's paint from scratches. That is a false statement. Now, there is some stuff called paint protection film that will protect your paint from rock chips and scratches. This is actually a polyurethane film that adheres on top of your paint, but we're talking actual mils of thickness, so it actually has a good amount of pliable thickness to protect your paint from a rock chip traveling towards it, bouncing off, and it protects your paint. Now, ceramic coatings are microns thick, super thin. Super thin, you cannot see it. So if a large rock or any sort of hard object hits your paint, it will not protect against it. Now, talking about scratching, sometimes people will say that it prevents scratching or that a ceramic coating is self-healing. In a laboratory, maybe. In a realistic world, it's not true. Your paint's gonna get scratched. If it's something that is hard enough that it'll scratch your paint, it's gonna go right through a ceramic coating, being completely realistic with you guys. So it's not a true statement to say that. Now, another thought is that if your paint's already scratched, what you can do is put ceramic coating over it, and this will hide those scratches. Sometimes people think about that with oxidation as well. This is also a false statement. That is not true. If you put a ceramic coating over scratches, it will not cover it up. We're talking microns thick once again, so it's not enough product to fill those actual scratches in the clear coat of your paint. It is not going to cover those up. If you're talking about thicker products, maybe like a wax or something, that's gonna be your best chance of doing it. Not saying that it will, but that's gonna be a lot more product on the actual surface. A ceramic coating will not do that. Something that is usually said is that ceramic coatings are difficult to apply. That is not true. You can actually do it at home with basic set of skills and a good guideline like you can find with GYEON products. So there's some stuff that you do need to consider, like your environment. We don't recommend doing it in direct sun. Humidity is something you need to consider, but it's not a yes or no factor. You can apply it at home. You can apply ceramic coatings outside as long as the panel temp is low enough. That's one of the issues with the sun, is that it actually heats up the panel, and then the ceramic coating, the actual solvents in it are evaporating too fast. So we don't recommend doing that, but you can do it outside in the shade. It's really easy to do, and it's dependent on the product. Some products are gonna be easier to apply than others. Like I would say Can-Coat Evo is gonna be the most easy to apply ceramic coating because you're using a towel. If you're talking about traditional smaller glass bottles, then I would say 1 Evo is gonna be the easiest. Compared to Synchro Evo, this is gonna be close to a professional level coating, so it's gonna be a little bit more tricky to apply, but it's completely doable by the general consumer. Also, something that is kind of thought about, and it's something that we recommend doing, is prep work before applying a ceramic coating. You can apply a ceramic coating to a car that's had no prep work, but what this does is that the actual ceramic coating doesn't bond directly to the paint. Maybe there's some dirt or iron contaminants that didn't get removed when you wash the car. Maybe there's a wax or a different coating already in the car. What you want is the ceramic coating to bond directly to the paint. This will give you the best results, the most longevity. So what we recommend doing is doing a paint correction. This will guarantee that there's nothing else on top of the paint before you apply the ceramic coating. Is it mandatory? No, it is not, but we recommend doing it if you want to get the best results out of your ceramic coating. To go along with this, do new cars require any prep work? Yes, they do. This is something that people say is that, oh, it's a brand new car. You probably don't need to do any paint correction or do a decontamination wash, any of those steps. The thing is that a new car sits in a parking lot. A new car rides a train and gets iron particles embedded in its paint. There's a bunch of, it's not like the new car rolls directly from the paint booth into your garage. That's unrealistic. So a new car does require prep work in order to get the most out of a ceramic coating. Once your car is ceramic coated, then what do? Some people think that it's just permanent and that you never have to wash your car ever. That is not a true statement. In fact, what you should do every couple months, depending on the environment that the car's in, is do a maintenance wash. What this will do is help clean out the clogged pores of the ceramic coating. So through daily driving over time, there's going to be fine particles that get in the ceramic coating, and you might notice that it's maybe not beating as well as it used to, maybe right after it has been cured and when it's brand new. So what do you need to do? You need to do a maintenance wash. This is essentially a decontamination step to revitalize and rejuvenate your ceramic coating. This you can do depending on the car. Obviously, if something's going to be a daily driven car, you need to do it more often, or something that's garage kept or like a show car, you do it less often. But you can't just go about it like normal and the ceramic coating will be perfect forever. Ceramic coating is lifespan. To get the most out of that life, you need to do maintenance washes, and those are periodical washes. It's not just your normal drive-through touchless or your normal bucket wash. So maintenance washes are something that you should do in order to get the longest duration out of your ceramic coating. Another myth about ceramic coatings is when you apply them to a wheel, that brake dust just won't stick. It's not true. What happens is your brake dust has a slight less chance of sticking to your wheels. It's not going to be a noticeable amount though, but what it does do, and the benefit from ceramic coating your wheels, is it's going to be so much easier to clean. You can basically rinse the brake dust off. And that's going to be the main benefiting factor of ceramic coating your wheels. This, among protecting the paint from other sort of chemicals, maybe salt, also heat that your brakes will radiate over to your wheel paint. There's a lot of misinformation and myths out there in the world, mainly on the internet, about ceramic coatings. But if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on our website or social media channels at GYEON USA, and we'll be more than willing to answer your questions. If you guys like this video or detailing content in general, please consider subscribing. Catch you all later.